Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And today we have a airbrush system. This is from Amazon. It is from a brand called Bleds, B-L-E-D-S. They reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try it. It's like compact. I have an airbrush and I made an airbrush video quite some time back, but it was a bigger packaging, bigger airbrush thing. But we're gonna try this one out, and I'm gonna do two different techniques that we can do with airbrushes in this video, and of course regular nail polish. Do not put gel in an airbrush. You do not want to aerosolize that and breathe it in. Let's open it. Alright, so here's what comes in the box. We've got some instructions, as you do. Definitely read your instructions thoroughly before using equipment like this. We have some cleaning tools, little scrub brushes, these little bars for in case your nozzle gets clogged. We even have a pipette. I guess that's for dropping something in. And then we have the actual airbrush stuff. We have these big containers, and then we have this little metal one that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of here. There we go. Got it. This is the one that I like to use because you really don't need to put a whole bunch in here at a time, and I don't have to worry about acetone ruining it. It does have a charger. Looks like it takes Type-C. You've probably got a million of those already. I know I do. We have the hand piece. It is a bit unscrewed, so it does need to be put together. We'll have to add this on here. Of course, to put it back, you're gonna have to put it away. And then the canister. So this is what creates the airbrush. This is where the air is compressed. You got the charger, you got the power button, and then you have an indicator light. And this is what it looks like when it's put together. Let's turn it on. Oh, red light. I think it's dead. I'm surprised it didn't come charged. Let me charge it. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that to charge, we're gonna go ahead and put down some base colors. So these are the three colors that I'm going to be using today. They're all Orly. You guys know Orly's my favorite. This one is called Seascape. This gold one is Lost in the Maze. And then this purpley one is Don't Take Me for Garnet. So that's what we're gonna use. But for a couple of the nails, we're gonna put down this sheer nude from Kiara Sky. It's called Only Natural. All right, so we're gonna put this on 3 of the fingers, and it is gonna take a couple of coats because it is sheer, but I like to use sheer nudes because I feel like they do give a more natural look. With the opaque nudes, sure, they're great for bases, but they look really strange. They give creepy mannequin hands, which I'm a fan of, but that is not the look that we're going for today. You may notice there are some flakes stuck to these nails, and that is because I just got done putting flakes on these nails. But that's okay. So we gotta let this layer dry, and then I'll put on another, and then I'll come back when this part is finished. Alright, so I ended up doing 3 coats, and I like that. We're gonna color these other 2 with these. I think I'm gonna go with the purpley one for this finger, and then we'll do the gold one here. So pretty. Alright, I am gonna do 2 coats of each of these, and I'll be right back. Okay, and then I am gonna seal all of these in with this Seche Vive. I really like this, and I've been using it a lot because it's just super, super, super thick. And so I feel like it gives it a nice magnified finish, and it also dries really quickly. Look how great that looks. It's so shiny. Amazing. Alright, so we've got it charged up at least a little bit, and I wanted to just let you listen to it. It's not very loud. So when you push it down, it comes on. And when you pull it back, that increases the outlet, so it lets more out. But it's not super like blasty either. Like you can see, it's not digging in. But this is gonna be a complete experiment because I don't know how it's gonna work. We're gonna see. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to take our 3 paints and we're going to put some on the nail and blow it up. I've seen this done before, but I've never done it. So we're going to see how it goes. And in fact, it's been some time since I even saw it. So I don't remember how they applied it, but I'm just going to drop it on there. And what I'm also going to do is poke a hole in this paper towel so that I can put my finger through it in case we have any messes. I think this is going to be the wisest decision to control that. All right, so experiment time. Boop. And boop. Ooh, that just went straight in the same spot. There, get some on there. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna need more. It does just kind of fall off. Maybe I should try it with one color at a time, since it falls off. It is weird, for sure. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, to be fair. Let's wipe some of that off because there's a lot on these sides now. This is messy. Let's do this. I'm gonna put some up here and then we'll blow that upwards, hypothetically. That does not, I wish it was a little bit stronger of a blow. I think that would help. And then we'll put another bit right here. Ooh. See, that one blew just fine. What's the deal here? The thickness? That's too much. That's a huge mess. This is totally experimental, but we're gonna figure something out. Let's add a little bit of gold over here. Pardon me, I'm not even in the camera. Let's try some more of this, but maybe a smaller amount. This is definitely not what I thought it was going to do. And to be fair, I hate it. I don't know why it doesn't do what I thought it would. It doesn't spread as much as I thought it would. I think I'm gonna take this off because this is terrible. Okay, we're gonna do a little change here. I did some experimenting and I figured out if you put down a base coat so it has something to slip in, it does work better, but I can make better looking marbles another way, so I'm not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is mix up some paint. And the way that I like to do this so that it dries quickly but it also thins enough is half acetone, half alcohol. So we're gonna take our bottles here and we're gonna put an amount of acetone. You don't need a ton. So that's like a quarter of the way. All right. And then we have 91%, and we're gonna try and put the same amount of that in here as well. Okay. Get you something to stir with. I'm just going to use this cuticle pusher. It's totally fine. And then you're going to start adding your polish. And you're going to put as much polish as you need to reach the opacity you want. Maybe pour a little bit faster. Let's see how that looks. You have to stir, stir, stir. Yeah, definitely going to need more. I'm not saying this is the most efficient way to use nail polish, but it is the way that you can make the paint. Alright, I think that's alright for that one. You can see it pretty shimmery. Let's do the next one. You want this to be real water thin, so don't just keep adding, trying to thicken it up. The acetone and alcohol mix is going to dry and evaporate and leave the paint. And it's okay if you do multiple layers. I generally do. Alright, I think that's pretty good for that one. Okay, and that one's good for that one. Now, you're gonna need to clean your airbrush when switching between these, and I'm actually gonna go in this order from lightest to darkest. So I'm gonna scoot these back out of the way. We have these airbrush stencils, so I'm gonna put some of them on my nails. Let's get us a couple of these little star outlines. We can also take the little center stars, they're very tiny. And then we've got some more of these outlines in a little bit smaller of a size. And grab a couple of those. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side, and then we're gonna grab some of these solid stars. And then we're gonna get some of the smaller ones that are solid as well. So we've got this on here. Now these will try to peel up on you. So before you go in and start spraying, make sure that you do rub them down. Now, when we put these on, it's gonna spray around it, and then the sticker is gonna peel up and it's gonna leave that part unpainted. So bear that in mind. If you're actually just wanting to color it in, you would use the other part of the stencil. I'm gonna try and utilize these. So let me get one of these off. These are horrible and I hate them, but I'm gonna try and use it, and then if it's terrible, we'll just go to the good old-fashioned liquid latex. All right, so I think that is pretty around the nail. We're gonna just do one at a time. And we're gonna get another piece of paper towel. I'm gonna poke a hole in it. So let's load our container. We're gonna go with the white first. Oh man, ha! Just basically poured it everywhere. Fantastic. Well, I guess we'll put all of it in here, and once we're out, we're out. Perhaps a container with a spout would be better, and I should have started. Lesson learned. Okay, let's put our finger in here. So this is gonna give us something to spray up against. Let me zoom in. All right, so you can see, stay down thing. All right, let's do this. Is it even going on? Oh, I need to pull back some. Boy, this one is pretty nearly invisible. I don't know if this is going to work with this polish. I know it's possible with creams. My sticker is not staying down. Let me put some more in the barrel. Okay, let's see what happens now. Got a little bit more in there. Well, I can see that it is blowing spray on there because I can see it getting wet. But, like, I don't know if this white is going to be white enough. I might have to switch to a cream. Let's pause on this one for a moment. Okay, I added some cream, but while this was drying, as you can see, it did start to actually make that color visible. So it's a learning curve. Let's try it now though. There we go. Now you can see it laying down that white. Let's put some up here. We're gonna do like a bit of a blend with the white and the pink on these. So let's switch fingers and grab another one of these things. Alright, that's alright. Let's put this one in the paper towel. Push our stencils down a little bit. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see. So we got this one in here. Let's do a little bit of coloring. There we go. I think that looks good. Let's get another one of these. I probably should have put them all on at once, but I know they stick to each other, and so that makes my life hard. Getting them where you need them is part of the biggest challenge, and then keeping them from going on top of the nail so that it's blocking off what you're trying to do is another part, but it's on there. All right. Make sure you, again, push your little stamps down, or stencils down. Let's do a little bit of painting down here at the end. Do a little ombre going up. There we go. It's going well so far. Let's get these onto these other two nails, I suppose, instead of one at a time. Alright, so I've got them on those last two fingers. Let's go ahead and put some paint on this one. Yes, that's looking good. And then this last one. There we go. Alright, we've got something going. Now we need to change this paint. I actually have a whole bunch left. I made way too much, but I'm going to just pour it back in here. And then the way we're going to clean this is we're going to take some fresh acetone, put some in. Whoop, that's a lot. Then I've got a wad of paper towels here, and I'm just going to spray it until it's empty. That way it has a chance to clean all that out. Moving it like this helps slosh that paint around. Alright, now you can hear it's running out of liquid. We can move on. Okay, let's re-stir this one because it did settle. Pour it in there. Now I won't be able to use this on the nail that's gold, but that's okay. Okay, so let's again make sure our stencils are down. And then let's start. We may have to wait for it to dry to see any of that color show up though. I can see a little bit of a pearlescence. Can you see it? I can see the gold. That's looking pretty good. Let's go on to the next finger, and we can always come back and do more. Let's put some gold over here. Yes, looking cute. We're making some good progress. Uh-oh, we made a mistake here. Something happened. Alright, let's add some gold. You can definitely see that gold on the paper towel. We might have to go back with some more white, but we can do that. Let's try not to mess it up pulling it out. Yeah, I think pulling it out of the paper towel before it's dry is part of the issue because it's banging it. Luckily, it does dry pretty quickly if you just want to wait. Alright, let's get this guy in here. I can't curl this pinky without curling the finger next to it. Yes. Yeah, how we looking? Pretty decent. I'm going to put this one back in because I want to try and fix this bottom part. I think it might be spraying up under that stencil because I didn't push it back down, but like there's only so much you can do. I think that's pretty good. I think let's switch to the pink one. We still have quite a bit of that paint left too. And again, we need to clean it, but I'm going to try and use less acetone this time. Yeah, about a half a thing of it. That's plenty. And let's blow it into our paper towel. And then let's not forget to stir this one up again too, since it's been settling. Alright, we're back to the thumb. Let me push those stencils down again. And let's try and do some of this. I want to kind of go across the middle. Ooh. Keep that back there. Yes, that is very pink. Some of it seems to have come out in a bit of a heinous way. I may have to go back in with the white on all of them to put it back over where it's been messed up. But that's okay. I don't have a problem with it. That's pretty decent. Try and get that out without messing it up. And get this one in. Push these down again. And then let's do a little bit of pink. Alright, that's good. We can't pink this one because this one's already pink. Push these down. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put that white paint back in. Yeah, look at that pink coming out as we're cleaning it. Stir this one up again. In you go. Star back down again because it really wants to peel up. Now let's put our white back. Alright, I think that's good. Now let's assess. I think everywhere's got paint pretty decently. Yeah, so we'll just let this dry and then we'll be able to peel these off. I will be back. Alright, I did go ahead and completely clean out that airbrush while we were waiting. It really didn't take long at all for these to dry. Let's get these blue things off of here. They're the most obnoxious part. Now, I anticipate there's going to be paint under these stickers some, but hopefully it's not too bad. I do not know why this little sticker just wants to scoot around and not pick up. Dang, get out of there. Alright, not so bad. Okay. Also, not so bad. These nude stars. Let's see how this guy went. This one's kind of crazy. There's so much paint on this one. Like, look at that ridge. There we go. That's cute. Not so much over here. And then this one. Alright, perfect. They're all dry. I'm going to use this cleanup brush and kind of clean it up where it wasn't protected. Okay. So I think at this point everyone here knows that top coat will melt your paint. So at this point, to top coat it in, you're going to either want to use a gel, which means you need to wait longer for these to fully dry, or use a smudge free. An aqua topper would work just fine. Now we got to give this some time to dry. It does take a little bit of time, and then once it is dry we can go in with a regular top coat. This is not a final top coat. You can't just stop here. But I'll be back. Let's go ahead and finalize our top coat. We're doing some more of the Sèche Vive. While I'm top coating this, I will go ahead and start showing you the photos that we've come up with here. Let me know what you think. Do you have an airbrush? And if you do, what do you do with it? What kind of products do you put in it? How do you mix them? What kind of nail art do you do? If you don't have an airbrush, but you've always wanted to try one, let me know what kind of nail designs you want to do. And what do you guys think? Maybe let's do a little giveaway and give this airbrush away. Since I do already have an airbrush, I don't really need two of them. And I'm sure there's somebody who would love to have one and doesn't. So let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and stick a form in the comments. You guys know the drill. Fill it out, it'll enter you, and then I will draw a random entry, and that is who will win it, and then I'll contact you on the email that you provide on that form. What do you think about we run this for about 2 weeks? Give folks enough chance. I know a lot of people don't really enter these giveaways, which is totally fine, but that just means for those of you who do, the chances of you winning are excellent. So definitely go ahead and check that out. I am also going to leave the link to this airbrush in the description, and I'll put the polishes down there too if you would like. They're pretty. I love Orly. I wish I was an affiliate, but unfortunately they don't want me because I'm a nobody. Anywho, thank you so much for sending this airbrush over to me to try, lads. And thank you guys for watching the video, especially if you made it to the end. If you did, leave a star emoji in the comments if you haven't left another comment already. It's 2025 and I'm hoping we can have a whole lot of fun this year on this channel, so make sure you are subscribed so you're not missing the content. Make sure you're following my socials. Sometimes I post things over there that I don't post over here. And hit that like button if you did like this video. The algorithm thanks you, and so do I. But that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.